When On the Air visited this house back in November, it was a shadow of its former self. The house was undergoing massive renovations after lying unoccupied for 7 years. That was down to Leeds Empties and Leeds Action to Create Homes, or Latch as they're known. They formed a partnership with Leeds Empties acquiring the property and giving it to Latch to help do up. And this is the result of the partnership, a beautifully refurbished home ready for someone to move into. The house will go to someone who needs it most, and there's a tenant moving in tomorrow. For Jill Coupland from Leeds Empties and for Dan Chaplin from Latch, it's teamwork that's paid off.
It was a complete wreck. It wasn't doing anybody any favours. The homeowners were worried about it. It was impacting on the street. And now, I mean, it's transformed now to a lovely family home. It's going to be available at affordable rent. Because of all the extra insulation works that Latch have done, it's going to be affordable to heat as well. And then, you know, the other things that Latch build into this by working with volunteers to develop their skills and training, and some of the funding from that came from Leeds Community Foundation. I mean, this house is really unrecognisable to how it was when we first got involved last year.
I mean, this house has been great for us. It's been the kind of worst house we've ever done in terms of how the condition it was in when we got it, and that's enabled us to kind of do a really thorough job. Sometimes it's difficult with houses when you're only doing bits and bobs because you have to kind of skirt around existing problems, but to be able to kind of strip it right back and just go from what it was before to what we can see now. And one of the great things is that has just been the satisfaction that it's given to the volunteers who've kind of come and seen it how it was, and then worked on it and seen the transformation that they've brought about, and the confidence that gives them, and the kind of self-worth that you see people getting from doing that kind of work is just fantastic.
Latch aren't funded by the council and therefore look for other ways to help fund their projects. But the good news is that both Leeds Empties and Latch are keen to work together again because of this success.
We'd love to do more with Latch and the other organisations in the city, like Canopy and Gipsil, who do similar things in a slightly different way. We'd love to do more of that. But essentially what we really need is the owners of empty properties to get in touch with us, because we can help, we can bring them back into use, we can work with the owner to understand what it is they want to do with the house. It's never us coming along and saying, well, you must do this and you must do that. We work out what they would like to do, and we break that down into manageable decisions and manageable steps. And if we can work on a house like this one and pass it on to an organisation like Latch, that's perfect for us.
Over the last couple of years, we've brought back into use probably around 20 empty properties, most of which have been funded through government HCA money. But unfortunately that's come to the end now, which it seems a bit of a shame that a programme that's been really successful in bringing projects like this about has now come to the end. So any way we can kind of get our hands on more finance to do this kind of work is great. And the other thing that's been fantastic with this, you know, aside from working with Jill, we've worked with various other organisations. Leeds Community Foundation put some money in, which has helped us to pay the extra money for workers to support the volunteers. So, you know, obviously they're getting great outcomes out of it. So any link-ups with organisations that can provide funding for things like that is a fantastic outcome for us.
For one tenant, tomorrow will be a special day, and it's hoped that more initiatives like this will be done so that more people can benefit from unused houses. From the Air, I'm Mark Levine.